Good day, legends. It's your boy Legendary Channel, and in this video I'll be just summarizing the gist of Putin's speech, one of the most shortest speech that he's ever given. So there's about 5 important things, even though his speech wasn't that important in the context. Alright, so let's start right into it. He said that the major thing that brought everyone together was responsibility for the destiny of the fatherland. Now, in my opinion, if everybody was together with this idea, the entire rebellion, as Putin called it, would not have occurred in the first place. Everybody would have just continued on with whatever they were doing in the war to help them achieve their goals, right? That's just my opinion. The next thing he said is that in any event, the armed insurrection would have been crushed. Now, in my genuine opinion, this is delusional at finest. Delusional at finest, man. Because if you see all the activities that took place between the Russian forces and the Wagner forces, you can see that most of the Russian forces were on Wagner's side because they did not challenge Wagner that much when they were marching all the way up to Moscow's doorstep just to turn back bizarrely, right? So I don't know what reality is living in right there. I'm on nobody's side, by the way, guys. I'm just a neutral person, but I don't know where he get that from about it would be crushed. It would be crushed. It probably would end very badly for Putin. Alright, that's just my take on that. The next thing is that he said the rebel leaders betrayed their motherland and their people. Their brothers were also betrayed by them. We intended for them to fire at each other. Now, 2 things here to note. He said betrayal again. He is calling them traitors once again, right? So basically he's just saying that you stabbed me at the back, you stabbed Russia at the back. He's just calling him traitor once again. That led to Prigozhin, which is the Wagner chief, right? He said that it was a poor choice that he made and that there will be a new president. So that beckons, will Prigozhin come out with a similar statement and probably redo this entire bizarre situation again, and probably go all the way this time? Who knows? But the second thing that I want to address is that we intended for them to fire at each other. That would have never happened. That would have never happened. I don't know why he said that in the first place. That would have never happened. Alright, let me just be clear in that. These are just my take on it, right? You can have your own opinions in the comment section, right? Then the next thing he said is that the vast majority of Wagner are Russian nationalists who have demonstrated bravery in protecting their motherland. Alright? And the final thing is that I didn't have anything to say about that 4th thing, right? So the final thing, which is the 5th and only thing important that he said, is that Putin appreciates the Wagner forces for not crossing the line. Well, this is because one, Lukashenko bailed his ass out with a deal with Wagner chief, right? So if he did not do that, probably this entire situation would have ended very differently and very badly for probably Putin, in my opinion. Alright, but these are just my thoughts. Again, in the conclusion of his speech was lacking. It seemed very desperate on his face, according to some experts. Some says that it was not lacking. So some thought shared similar opinion that I had, right? But to be honest, with my opinions made sense, because if you see the context here, he's basically reiterated his previous speech that he did during that entire madness that was going on in Russia. Alright, so yeah, that's all that I had for you in terms of this speech. I didn't intend this video to be this long, but if you liked it, please hit that like button. If you didn't like it, then don't hit the like button. You can hit the dislike button. You can also hit the subscribe button if you want more content like this, and also post what your thoughts and opinions about his speech as well, and post whatever events that you want me to summarize. I will summarize to the best of my abilities those events that you request me to summarize. Until next time, guys, legend out.